Shootings in Aurora and Newtown are bringing mental illness to the forefront of many national discussions because the suspects in a lot of cases are believed to be, certainly by the defense teams, as mentally ill.
That's absolutely true. So we have authors and mother-son duo Kathy Brandt and Max Maddox with us this morning. Thank you so much for being here. So you guys wrote this book together. It's called Walks on the Margins, a story of bipolar illness. What inspired you guys to tell this story?
Well, for me, it was really important that people understand Max. There's so much judgment about mental illness, and there's so much blame, especially for the person towards the person who suffers from mental illness. And I really wanted people to understand who Max is, because he is just a very smart, very artistic, very sensitive, wonderful person. And he hates it when I say that.
She's bragging.
And Max, on the outside, people look at you and they don't see any sort of illness. Is that a challenge trying to communicate this to people, and has the writing of the book been helpful?
Of course, yeah, and it has been very helpful, and yeah, and I'd like to say, point out that this is an invisible disease, so you don't go around, showing bipolar all the time. Many of us are in recovery, and you would never know that we had this disease.
Right.
We mentioned the shootings in Aurora and Newtown. Is it frustrating because when you see sometimes mental illness used to explain actions, and yet there are millions of people living and functioning perfectly well?
Yeah, and I think that's very troubling for me, and there's so much media exposure to those kinds of tragedies.
Right.
And we don't hear the success stories.
Right.
There are a lot of people who are doing really amazing things who have mental illness. They're doctors, they're psychiatrists.
And we know that you guys have an event coming up at the Tattered Cover soon. We actually have all of that information posted on 9news.com, as well as a link to the book's website as well. The book called Walks on the Margins. Thanks for being here very much.
Thank you.